I thought it smelled sweaty. It's because you came back, huh?
I'll take shower right away.
The bathroom will smell bad, so clean it until the smell disappears.
I'm Tsubasa Sato, 28 years old. After graduating from high school, I became a roofer. This foul-mouthed woman is Cowori, my younger brother Yuma's wife. My brother and his wife live with my parents.
So, you're a roofer, huh? Isn't it tough?
I'm used to it now, so it's not that bad.
Ugh, it's been scorching hot. So make sure to drink plenty of fluids and avoid heat stroke.
I will. Yuma, I'm glad you met a good person. Before marrying Yuma, Cowori was kind to me too. But after marriage, she started showing her true colors only in front of me. The reason is simple, because I'm a roofer. After taking a shower, I return to the living room and Cowori is standing there. Cowori stares at my face.
Move out, you bottom feeder.
Fine, I'll move out. I was planning to live with my parents a little longer, but I guess this is the right time.
Tell everyone that you decided to move out on your own.
My parents and Yuma are surprised by my words. Nii-chan, are you moving out because you're worried about me and Cowori living here? No, I just think it's time for me to become independent.
I'll miss you when you're gone.
Yeah, Tsubasa. Feel free to come and visit us anytime. Yeah, thanks.
It's infuriating, isn't it? That Cowori kicking her own brother-in-law out of the house.
On the way back to the office, I complained to Ayaka, who is the daughter of my boss and my girlfriend.
If only Tsubasa's parents and Yuma knew Kaori's true nature.
Well, it was good to move out anyway. It's tough to be mocked by Cowori all the time. I need to find an apartment soon.
Wait a minute, I have an idea.
I met Ayaka 10 years ago. Back in high school, I rarely attended classes and hung out with delinquent friends. After graduating from high school, I joined the roofing job where education is not required. Boss, Tsubasa never listens to us. Shouldn't we fire such a problematic kid? We're short-handed, so can you give him a little more time? He promised not to fight anymore. If you say so. Unable to fit in with my colleagues, I stood out alone. During a break, Ayaka comes over with coffee.
Tsubasa, I brought you some coffee. Let's drink together.
Ayaka, thanks.
I hope you can get along with your colleagues soon.
I don't need to get along with them. While the roofing crew avoids me, Ayaka is the only one who always talks to me. When I started to like Ayaka little by little, an incident occurred. After finishing work, two delinquents approached Ayaka, who was resting alone in the park. Hey, you're Tsubasa's girl, right? Let's kidnap her and lure Tsubasa out.
No, stop! If you kidnap me, do you know what will happen to you later?
What a feisty girl.
No, let go of me!
This voice? Ayaka? I happened to hear her voice on my way back from a convenience store. I still think I was really lucky. What are you guys doing to Ayaka? Oh no, he showed up! Let go of her! Who's gonna listen to you? Try moving. I don't care what happens to this girl. Ew! No way! The moment I thought something bad might happen to Ayaka, my body moved on its own.
Tsubasa, that's enough! Stop!
The next thing I realized, I was beating up the two delinquents. Finally hearing Ayaka's desperate plea, I managed to stop myself. What happened, Tsubasa? Didn't you promise not to fight? After the delinquents escaped and some time passed, the boss, alerted by the commotion, hurriedly arrived with a stern expression.
Tsubasa saved me when I was about to be kidnapped by delinquents.
I heard you were almost kidnapped because of Tsubasa! The boss shouts and slaps my cheek hard, and I fall to the ground. If this happens again, you are fired! By my side, Ayaka sobs.
I'm sorry. Did it hurt? It's not your fault.
It's definitely my fault that you were put in danger. I'm sorry for scaring you. I'll quit being a delinquent from now on. I squeeze Ayaka's hand tightly and make a promise, and Ayaka nods while crying. Since that day, I became more devoted to my work. Being a roofer is all about teamwork. You finally understand that, huh? Yes, I'm sorry for causing you trouble until now. As long as you get it now, no problem. I'm counting on you from now on. Little by little, I gained trust from my colleagues and found a sense of fulfillment in my work. After finishing work, Ayaka brings me iced coffee. For some reason, she looks shy.
Tsubasa, good job. Here's your iced coffee. I like you, Tsubasa. Will you go out with me?
Ayaka, who is usually cheerful, confesses to me with a bright red face. Oh, I like you too, Ayaka. I embraced her and vowed to work harder to get the boss's approval for a relationship. Aren't you guys lovely? Did you get approval from your boss for marriage? While taking a lunch break with Ayaka, my colleague teased us.
No, my dad's stubborn.
Tsubasa has really changed in the past 5 years. I think it's about time the boss accepted your marriage.
Since my mom passed away when I was in grade 4, my dad raised me all by himself. He dotes on me and said he would only let me marry the best man.
Whether he overheard our conversation or not, the boss approached us. There's no way Tsubasa could be with Ayaka! Tsubasa is working hard and even the newcomers look up to him. Enough! Tsubasa will not be with Ayaka! The boss gets angry and walks away. I wonder when the boss will allow me to marry Ayaka. Damn, they're gossiping about me. I won't let Ayaka marry anytime soon. Ayaka was comforting me by stroking my back. When I was looking for an apartment after I got kicked out, Ayaka said she had an idea.
Tsubasa, what if you stay at my place?
That would be helpful, but there's no way the boss would allow it.
Let's go together and plead him. Don't worry, I have a good plan.
What? I think it's absolutely impossible. Ayaka and I went to the Kitagami family's house together and bowed our heads to the boss. I got kicked out of my house, so could I stay at your place for a while?
Dad, please!
Why do I have to let Tsubasa stay at my house?
If you won't allow it, I'll rent an apartment and live together with him.
That's even worse! Alright, Tsubasa. You can live in this house. Just for a while. A good plan. I see. That's what she meant. Boss, thank you very much.
Dad, thank you!
Huh. Just for a bit while, okay? Tsubasa, if you lay a hand on Ayaka, I won't forgive you. I know, sir. And so, with the boss's permission, I became a freeloader at his house. And so, the life as a freeloader began. Just as we were getting cozy in Ayaka's room, the boss suddenly opened the door and entered. Hey, Tsubasa! Get away from Ayaka! Huh? Oh! Tsubasa!
Tsubasa-san!
Startled, I slipped and accidentally dove into the boss's chest, and he pushed me away with all his might. I always get scolded by the boss, but I never neglect my efforts to earn his approval. Boss, would you like a massage? Yeah, thanks. Tsubasa, are you angry that I won't allow you to marry Ayaka? No, I'll work hard to become a man worthy of Ayaka and earn your approval, sir. I see. And one day, I received a call from my younger brother, Yuma. Ni-chan, I miss you since you left home. Where are you now? I'm in an apartment. Don't worry, I eat properly and keep the place clean. Well, that's good to hear. How about your job? It's tough, but it's fulfilling. Yuma seemed relieved and told me that my family was doing well, then hung up the phone. It's been 2 months since I started freeloading at the boss's house.
I feel like Dad might allow us to get married now.
You think? It's true that he has become a little kinder to me.
You think so too? Now might be the chance.
I feel like I'll get punched if I ask for Ayaka's hand. And on our day off, Ayaka and I dressed up and entered the boss's room, bowing our heads. Boss, please let Ayaka and I get married. The boss kept his eyes closed for a while. Then, he opened them and stared at me and Ayaka. I dote on Ayaka, so I ended up being excessively strict on you. Sorry. I approve of the marriage, Tsubasa, and I want you to succeed my business eventually. Understood. I'll do my best. A year and a half after getting approval to marry, when I left the boss's house for summer errands, I happened to encounter Cowori.
You said you were living in an apartment, but you're freeloading at your boss's house, aren't you? With the low wages from your job, you can't even afford an apartment, huh?
Ayaka burst into laughter. No, this is... I tried to explain, but before I could do that, she gave me a contemptuous look and walked away. 3 months have passed since the day I encountered Cowori, and yesterday, I received a call from Yuma. Nii-chan, I have something important to discuss. Can we meet soon? Sure. I have a day off the day after tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you around 10 in the morning the day after tomorrow. Should I go to your boss's house? No, I want you to come here. The address is... I told Yuma the address, and I felt that his voice on the phone was different from usual. As promised, Yuma came with Cowori in the morning at 10. Long time no see, Nii-chan. Yuma, it's been a while. So you're with Cowori too, huh?
What's wrong with that? Is it a problem if I'm here?
It seems like I unintentionally made a displeased face when I looked at her. But if it were the usual Cowori, she wouldn't talk like that in front of Yuma. Did something happen between them? Yuma stared sharply at Kaori's face. Yuma, Cowori, we can't just stand here and chat. I'll guide you to my house.
By house, you mean the boss's house where you're freeloading, right?
It's because Cowori kicked you out. I'm sorry. Yuma looks sorry. No, I have my house, so I live there now. I led Yuma and Cowori to the living room of my new house. Ayaka brings cake and coffee. Yuma looked surprised, while Cowori looked at me and Ayaka with a displeased face.
Why are you living in such a luxurious mansion? Thanks to you.
Ayaka replied with a smile to Kaori's foul mouth.
You kicked Tsubasa out, so he ended up staying with us. I was worried because my father was strict with Tsubasa, but he treated my father well. And my father approved our marriage. But explain why you get to live in such a mansion.
Cowori exploded with anger, not hiding her frustration. Cowori, you came here today to apologize to Nii-chan, right? Yuma, who is usually quiet, raised his voice.
Ugh, I know.
We came here today to apologize that Cowori kicked you out. Because I heard from Cowori that you were freeloading at your boss's house. But that wasn't the case, was it? Yuma looks relieved. We also smiled at Yuma. Ayaka and I saved money for many years to build a house. That's why I used to stay with our parents' house and hardly bought any clothes. I see. When my boss found that out, he introduced us to good construction companies and contractors. So we were able to build this house at a lower cost than planned. Nii-chan, I'm happy for you. It's thanks to Ayaka that my delinquent Nii-chan has changed. Thank you, Ayaka.
Tsubasa also saved me a lot, so it's nothing.
Ayaka's cheeks turned bright red, and Cowori gave me a sharp look.
Hey, let's sell that old family home and build a mansion too.
Cowori snuggles up to Yuma. There's no way we can do that. My parents built that house.
I'm sure they want to live in a mansion too.
You insulted Nii-chan for being a roofer and drove him out of the house. But now you got jealous once you found out that he lives in a mansion. I didn't think you were that kind of woman. Cowori glares at Yuma without yielding to his anger.
Ugh! I married you because you work for a big trading company, and yet it's your roofer brother who gets to live in a mansion. It's the worst.
Don't insult my brother!
Ugh, I'm sick of your excessive brotherly love. I'm leaving.
Cowori spits out a parting remark and leaves. I've always wanted to tell you her true colors, but after you got married, you had a lot of stress from work, right? That's why I couldn't tell you. No, I should have noticed her true nature sooner.
It's difficult to see through her true nature, though. She had a thick skin.
She showed her true colors to me only after you got married. Before then, even I thought she was a good person. So, Yuma, don't worry.
The coffee will get cold, and I made this cake myself. I would like you to try it.
Her cakes are delicious, you know? Thank you. Yuma still seemed frustrated. However, thanks to us venting our frustrations together, Yuma returned to his usual self by the time he left. It has been 6 months since we moved to our new house. Today, Yuma is visiting us. Nii-chan, Ayaka-san, I divorced Cowori. I could never get along with a condescending woman like her. Apparently, after her divorce, she was deceived by a man she met on a dating app and lost all her money. She moved back to her parents' house. Yuma said so with a composed face. I see. I think it's a good thing you divorced her. Next, I'll find a wonderful person like Ayaka-san.
Huh? Me?
I'm sure you'll find a good lady like Ayaka. We plan to have a wedding party at a restaurant next month. I hope you'll come, Yuma.
We spent all our money on building this house, so we couldn't afford to have the ceremony sooner.
Of course I'll be there. I'm sure it'll be a nice wedding party. And on the day of the party, Tsubasa, congratulations to you and Ayaka-chan! Tsubasa, take good care of Ayaka. Ayaka, be happy.
Dad, we'll see each other every day at work, so you don't have to cry so much. Being able to marry Ayaka-chan, Tsubasa's a happy man.
My parents have been keeping the boss company, who has been crying non-stop since the party started. After the party, Ayaka and I got home. Ayaka, my life changed after I met you. Thank you. I tightly embraced Ayaka. There was no one at the party who looked down on me for being a construction worker. It's definitely wrong to judge people based on their occupation. I will proudly continue to work as a construction worker and build a happy family with Ayaka. Ah, not a lucky day. My name is Ren Ogikubo. I'm having a bad day. There was an accident and a traffic light problem. I had to walk one station due to train delay. This is on my way home. It's only one stop, so it's faster to walk than to wait for several hours. Plus, in the morning, there was a terrible downpour, and when I went into a cafe, my umbrella got stolen. At least the rain has stopped. Huh? Wait, Momo?
Ah, it's Ren-kun. Working? What a coincidence.
Momo Katakura turns around and replies to me. That's my girlfriend. There's also a woman next to her. Her friend? She looks somewhat alarmed.
Ren-kun? Oh, the one you recently started dating.
Who's this?
She's my sister Anzu. We just bumped into each other.
Momo introduces her sister to me like that.
A poorly educated field worker. Wow, a good match for you, sis.
Huh? Her unexpected words startled me.
Hey, Anzu! Why not? You're both undereducated, and you said his father has a handicap? What a joke. Absolute no for me.
I guess Momo told her about the day she visited my parents, but that's not important. Why should I let you talk to me like that? I got a little angry, but she shrugs and replies.
I was just expressing my opinion. But as expected of an uneducated delinquent, you get pissed off so easily.
Who's the one provoking me?
Let me tell you, we are a family of well-educated elites. It's just my sis who's half-educated. I guess an uneducated girl only attracts uneducated guys. How can such people like you guys be happy?
When the condescending Anzu went back to work, Momo bowed her head.
I'm sorry. I was just talking to her about how I got to know you. I didn't think she would say something like that. I'm really sorry.
Oh no, it's not your fault. Well, we should keep our distance to her as much as possible. I guess it's not my lucky day after all. I don't know how to put it, but I guess you sisters don't get along well? I ask with sigh. It must be tough to deal with that craziness. She covers it up with a laugh, but I guess that's a no. I guess I'll avoid mentioning about that from now on. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going back to work. Well, a few days after all that happened, I was visiting a nursing home.
Ren-kun, welcome.
Momo greets me in her usual friendly tone. She works here, and this is what she's always wanted to do, so she went to vocational school instead of college.
Sorry, I'm just going for a walk with this lady.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry to bother you. Oh, it's Ren, huh? Welcome. You can stay here for a while today? The man lying down said so a little happily. It's my day off today. I can stay as long as I can. Oh, okay. Good, good. So it's father and son time. That's right. That's my father right there in front of me. He had an accident at work when I was little. His legs are paralyzed from the after effects, and he spends most of his time at the facility. Everyone doesn't show up much anymore. He says so a little sadly. Sorry, everyone's been busy. I'll ask him to make time for you. I don't want to keep the conversation on a gloomy topic. I was thinking of changing the subject, and...
Ren-kun, sorry. Can you help me?
I got a request from Momo. So, I'm walking the dogs now. I guess she's so busy today that she doesn't even have time to do this. I'm going for a walk along the riverbed with the 2 dogs that are kept at the nursing home. Well, it's a good change of pace. Oh. Good old times. Come to think of it, I confessed my feelings to Momo during this dog walk. Kamakura-san! Please go out with me!
What? Oh, where do you want to go? It's Christmas, so we can go somewhere.
I was remembering how hard it was to make the natural airheaded Momo understand what I meant.
Ugh, jeez. It's my sister's uneducated boyfriend.
Oh crap, it's you. I ran into someone I didn't want to see.
Well, you look jobless in your poor clothes. I'm going to see my elite boyfriend right now.
Yeah. Then why don't you go and leave me alone? I just deal with her randomly, hoping she will go away.
Huh, fine, I'll go. I can't be bothered with a bottom feeder who forces poor creatures crawl on all fours with painful collar on them anyway.
How did you even come up with that phrase? 1 month has passed since then. It's been 6 months since we started dating, and we're getting along just fine. We're here today at a major department store that also houses the city hall.
Sorry, I dragged you out for shopping for the nursing home.
No, that's okay. It's like we're having a date.
I'm so happy. Ren-kun is so kind.
But why are you shopping for the nursing home? Don't they have suppliers?
Well, yeah. But recently they've started recommending us only expensive stuff. It's true that expensive stuff could be durable, but for daily necessities, affordable ones should be enough, right? I don't want to spend more money than I have to, you know?
I see. I guess that salesperson is only recommending expensive things to increase their sales performance. I understood the situation. As you can see, she's a thrifty person, and I'm often influenced by that way of thinking. But we bought quite a lot, huh? We put all the things we bought in the trunk of my car.
Yeah, but they were on sale, so it was good.
Then why don't you just buy stuff online instead of leaving it up to the supplier?
It's a company the director has known for a long time, so it's difficult.
I see, that's not easy, huh? And I'm approached again by someone I don't want to see.
What a perfect topic for poor people.
Ah, jeez. I make a disgusted sound reflexively. It's Anzu Katakura.
Anzu. What a coincidence. Huh? Are you shopping too?
Anzu, what are you doing?
Then one more man comes. He seems to be with Anzu.
Kengo, I'll introduce you to my idiot sister and her bottom feeder boyfriend I was talking about earlier.
Oh, those guys. I'm Kengo Ryogoku, but you're a world apart from me, an elite, huh? That license plate, that's rental car, right? Don't you even have your own car?
I'm really embarrassed that a bottom feeder is going to be my brother-in-law. So please don't get married to her.
Momo and I were taken aback by the whole thing. How can these guys say that to our faces?
Well, even if you two get married, please don't come to us for help.
Oh, wait, Kango?
And then the two stormed off. I was so angry that I was frozen in place.
I'm sorry again. My sister.
Momo apologized as if she had just realized what had happened. She, too, seems to have been frozen from shock. No, it's fine. Well, they're a couple of like-minded people, huh?
Yes? But I don't care what they say about me, but I can't forgive them for mocking even you. I'm her big sister, so I have to be the one to scold her.
Whoa, the normally carefree Momo is really getting into it. Am I witnessing the birth of the new Momo?
It was no good.
A few days later, I went to Momo's house after work to have dinner together, and she told me so, crying. You tried though, right? Thank you.
Anzu was scary. She was like that mad old lady who was chasing her family around with a knife in both hands at the nursing home the other day.
That's scary. What, is that a true story? I heard that Momo ran into Anzu on the way home from work today, and tried to tell her off as she had declared.
Oh, Anzu, I'm mad at you, you know? Huh? What are you talking about? And you're not scary at all. Like, not at all. Ugh! I don't care how much you say about me because I'm like this. But Ren-kun, he is a great guy. Don't make fun of him. Huh. That's just your opinion, right, sis? I've told you many times, we are a family of highly educated elites. A bottom feeder like you, who went off the beaten path and got into a low-paying job in welfare. And the guy you're dating, always wearing poor work clothes, is a low-educated bottom feeder. That's a fact. Do you understand?
And she even said something like this.
Oh yeah, I got married to Kango the other day. The wedding itself is still a long way off, but... What? Well, congratulations on that. But you never told me. Well, that's because I didn't until now. I'm not even going to invite you to my wedding. What? You think you can attend when only top-notch people will be there?
How shocking those words must have been to Momo. Momo had finally started to cry, remembering it all. I can only lend her my chest and pat her head.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. Well, you know, do you want to get married too?
What? Ren-kun? What you just said was...
That was a marriage proposal. I mean, why don't we have the happiest wedding they can never hope to have?
Yes! I would love to, Ren-kun!
And so, we got engaged that day. Then we immediately went to look at engagement rings together.
I don't mind just a cheap one, okay?
Don't be thrifty even at a time like this. Do you have any favorites? Rather than price, pick one that you really like. And when I went to greet Momo's parents, they were surprised. What? You are Momo's fiancé?
Oh my goodness, you found a good man, Momo.
They seemed surprised to find out that Momo was gonna marry me. By the way, we invited Anzu as a courtesy, but she said it was a waste of time and didn't come. Of course, I asked Momo to take time to greet my mother, Kayoko, and my sister, Ayase as well. Momo had already greeted my dad at the nursing home. But it was hard to make a schedule with these two, so they were the last.
I see. Nissan is finally getting married, huh? Congratulations. Wow. So this is Momo-chan? So cute. A commemoration of my son's engagement. Today I will make any of your wishes come true. Oh, really? Well then, Mom, actually, my friend's company is in trouble. Oh, I'm in a good mood today, so ask me anything.
Hey, you are asking her a favor? Momo was laughing happily. Well, private life is private life. Work was very hectic as always. So this and this, arranged to ask Love Quick Construction Service to take on.
Yes, understood. But is it okay to make them as a designated contractor?
Well, it's the boss's order. And, well, it's also his daughter's request.
Sorry?
Thank you very much for your time today. Now, if you'll excuse me.
While I was having such a conversation with my colleague, a familiar face comes out of the reception room.
Huh?
It's Kingo Ryogoku. He's Anzu's boyfriend. Or husband now. Kingo looked at me and said,
What are you bottom feeder doing here wearing a suit? Ah, are you by any chance a subcontractor of ours? Hey, you can't just come to a major general contractor directly to ask for a job just because you're desperate?
What is this guy talking about? What do you think he was saying?
Oh, hear me out, sir. This desperate subcontractor came to ask for work to such a major general contractor, Sugoizo Newtown Construction.
Manager, who is he?
He is a salesman from Dekisuginai Newtown Products, Mr. Executive Director.
Huh? Executive Director?
As soon as he heard my job title, his expression changed.
What? You're the Executive Director of a major general contractor?
Kengo trembles and points his finger at me. Yes? So what? My mother is the president of a major general contractor called Sugoizo Newtown Construction. I work here as an executive director, and my sister Ayase has started an affiliated company. To borrow his and Anzu's words, I guess we're a family of highly educated elites. By the way, Kengo's company is indeed a major company, but it is our subcontractor. Plus, they're now being suspected of collusion. But I didn't think he would be in the same industry. How could he make fun of the field workers on site? Probably, today, he foresaw that his company will be banned from bidding on public works projects due to collusion. So they came to look for another project before their business gets suspended.
You must be lying. I heard you were wearing work clothes the first day you met Anzu. Even your casual clothes were from a cheap brand.
How can you still say that? To begin with, that was... Actually, that time, I had gone to greet a client and was hit by a terrible downpour, so my suit was soaked. So the client kindly lent me their work clothes. By the way, I don't usually wear expensive clothes because Momo doesn't prefer them.
What the heck? You should have told me that in the first place.
Huh? Why would I have to share such private matters with you? It seems that you have no manners as a member of society. We cannot do business with a company with such a person. Please leave.
Oh, wait. I was just talking to you privately just now, not as a business person.
Then I'll talk to you privately as well. Shut the hell up! Get your ass out of here! And he had no choice but to leave with a hopeless look on his face. And that night, Anzu looked pale after hearing Kengo's story.
What? My sister's boyfriend is the son of the president of a major general contractor.
That's right. What the heck is wrong with you for giving me the wrong info? Do you have any idea what I've been through?
Oh, don't get mad at me. Then what is it? So, my sister got a better guy? That cheeky bitch.
I see. There are all kinds of people out there, huh?
Yeah, I've never seen such terrible people like that before. Momo giggles bitterly. Well, it is about her sister and her husband. Wait, that means she's my sister-in-law too. How terrible.
But be careful, okay? Your sister, she seems to be pretty crazy.
And Dad's hunch was right.
Hey, why don't you switch over to me? Upon closer look, you're quite good-looking, aren't you?
She ambushed me as I was leaving the office. Hey, married lady, what the heck are you doing?
I'll break up with that guy if that's what you want.
No, I don't want that at all. In the first place, I'm engaged to Momo and all I see is Momo. I don't want a rotten bitch like you. Get away from me.
I'm leaving today, but I'll be back tomorrow again.
Don't even come near me. And I finally succeeded in turning her away. But when I thought that tragedy was finally over, why would she go this far? They changed their mind and invited us to their wedding, and they made it the same day as ours. It's no longer scary, but it's sickening.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Momo, I keep telling you don't need to apologize. From the looks of it, they're gonna hold the wedding at a more fancy and luxurious place than ours. So they still wanna show off their social status? But don't worry about it. We'll have our own wedding. That's it.
Ren-kun. Yeah, you're right.
Well, time goes by and, finally, it's the wedding day.
Hey, why are there so few attendees?
Kengo and Anzu had a big fight at their wedding because there were too few attendees. Their lack of trust was revealed. In addition, they could hardly recover the cost of their lavish wedding, and they were saddled with a huge debt. And the police raided Kengo's company. The company was officially charged with collusion, and Kengo lost his job. On the other hand, our wedding was small, but celebrated by many guests.
Maybe we should have spent a little more money.
No, this is perfect for us, right? We looked at each other and kissed. By the way, Anzu stopped harassing us. She seems to be too busy dealing with her own mess. They judge people by appearances and status alone, so I'm sure they're gonna have a hard time in their lives. As for us, we're living an average but happy life.
Ren-kun! It seems I'm 3 months pregnant.
Oh, we're finally having a baby! Just like that, we are living a happy life together. My name is Ryoma Takasugi. I'm 30, working in sales at a food manufacturer in the countryside. Actually, today, I was appointed as a trainer for new employees, and I met with them for the first time today. Is it true that you dropped out of high school? Senpai is uneducated. I can't. Nice to meet you too. From what I heard, he graduated from the H University, but that didn't change his terrible attitude and personality. It was unusual for an H University graduate to come to our small company in the first place. I know that upper management expects a lot from him, but I'm surprised he made it in with that attitude.
The new guy, he's a little difficult, but you'll be fine, right?
I don't know about that, but I will try.
Thank you, I'm counting on you.
That was how I got pushed into the training role, and that was the beginning of my hardships. Akutsu-kun, you're a trainee, so how about you take notes? Notes? I don't need them. I, Yuichiro Akutsu, can remember everything I hear. You must be smart. But there's also showing people that you're listening. Okay, got it, senpai. But in the end, I just have to do the job, right? I laughed weakly. This guy doesn't get it at all. After that, I finished a walkthrough and took Akutsu with me on my rounds. We mainly deal with packaged food development, manufacturing, and sales. Every day, we go around to various stores. Oh, Takasugi-san, hello! I want to increase your stock of the new stuff from last time. The extra spicy umeboshi curry. Thank you so much. You still have some left, but how many do you need? About 10 for now? Our company was rooted in the region, and we strive to develop products that use local produce. It was important to build trust by taking the time to physically go to each store. It was also an important part of our job to find new clients. Curry? But we aren't a supermarket. Yes, if you make it a set with those plates, it can be a gift item. Oh, I see. That's a good idea. What specifically did you have in mind? For example, nowadays, you could send it as an e-gift card for Father's Day or Mother's Day. We go around to each store like this and build trusting relationships. How long are we gonna do this for? Is it worth doing something so inefficiently? On our way back from sales, Akutsu was letting out an audible sigh. Not how a newbie should act. Don't say that. It's important to communicate with customers and build trusting relationships.
Why don't we use social media more? Isn't it faster to have an influencer where someone advertised for us, rather than visiting each place one by one?
He was an H University graduate, but he quickly jumped to the easiest method. He was definitely still a student at heart. Do you know what kind of clients come to us for help in the first place?
What? That...
If you just randomly advertise without knowing that, it's just a waste of money. You have to think about that stuff first.
I guess you're right.
He said that, but he looked unconvinced. Tough road ahead. I thought this as we headed back to the office. A few days later, I was in the break room with my head in my hands.
Oh my, you look tired.
This is Nana Arimura. She's also in sales, and she was one of the few who came in at the same time as me.
I'm assuming it's got to do with a newbie. I heard you're having some trouble.
Yeah, it's crazy. He doesn't listen at all, and always has an excuse. She watched me whine and took out a single sheet of paper from her suit pocket.
Well, I have some news for Mr. Takasugi. I finally completed this.
That doodle?
Not a doodle. This is Curry King, the king of all curries, aka King C.
Arimura-san, behind you.
I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into this original character. So that's what it was. I thought you were working on something this morning.
What? Ma'am? No, this is an idea to promote our products.
Your job is not advertising. Get out and go do your job.
Sorry.
I watched after Arimura-san as she ran away. The manager faced me to talk.
Takasugi, how are you? How are you doing with Akutsu?
I'm kind of struggling. He just has a terrible attitude.
He does have a bit of a personality.
A bit? He's driving me crazy every day.
I know, but there's been a shortage of employees and he's our first new employee in a year. You get it, right?
She placed a hand on my shoulder and continued.
Oh yeah, I think I heard him say he's going out to do rounds earlier.
What? He didn't tell me that!
Oh, maybe you just missed him? Sorry, I thought you knew.
I'll call him! I called him incessantly, but there was no answer. It was 3 hours later when he showed his face. My god, where the hell were you?
Rounds?
That's not what I mean. I meant, why didn't you tell me where you were going?
I don't think there's a rule that I have to tell you every little thing.
I involuntarily balled up my fist at his unapologetic attitude. I didn't expect the words that came out of his mouth next.
About the meeting I just had, it's probably bad to not get a signature on the contract, right?
Wait, contract?
Yes, they agreed. So now we just have to make the paperwork and give it to them.
Akutsu looked proud. I was in shock. Who did you make a deal with?
Ihao Market. I'm sure even you've heard of it.
The manager, who was listening from afar, came up to us.
You got a contract with a big store. Nice work, Akutsu.
Of course! I negotiated with them myself.
So, what does the deal look like?
I gave them a special discount deal.
What? Special discount? Why did you do that without asking?
Apparently, this was news to the manager as well. Her shoulders dropped in exasperation.
I see. I was about to get excited.
What do you mean? I say discount, but I calculate it so that we still get a profit.
So, you can't just decide that on your own, newbie.
Are you going to shut this down?
I'll take responsibility for this, so give me the details later.
Oof, I understand. I worked hard though. Akutsu left looking down. I spoke to the manager. I apologize. I caused this.
No, don't worry. I didn't think he'd go make a deal on his own.
After talking to the aforementioned supermarket, the contract was annulled. Later, a complaint would come in for the sales department and change everything.
Hey, Akutsu, what's with this post?
Shoot! I got excited about the contract last time and posted that!
Delete it. We've gotten complaints from other clients who saw this.
Apparently, he bragged about the contract on social media before coming back to the office last time. Unfortunately, the post was seen by one of our clients. They were coming at us for not giving them the same discount. Is this guy smart or is he dumb?
But we didn't go through with the deal anyway.
You idiot! You can't be posting contract details on social media in the first place. That's common sense.
The manager was usually pretty relaxed, but she seemed pretty angry. The situation couldn't be ignored, so there was a meeting.
Akutsu-kun, do you understand how much trouble you've caused with your actions? I apologize. I'll be careful from now on. We can just look past this. We'll let you know what we plan to do shortly.
You're gonna be under our supervision for a while, okay?
Yes, I understand.
Akutsu was temporarily transferred to the General Affairs Department. This transfer wasn't really a punishment. It was more so to see how he did outside of sales. He was still new, but this was a slap on the wrist. The company still had high expectations of him.
I'm too good for this.
I don't think you'd be in this situation if you were good at this. But he seemed seriously annoyed by this. It was temporary, but I was relieved to have him off my back.
Wait. Are you in a good mood?
No, not really. But it's been crazy recently, so I feel a bit calmer.
The newbie was quite the troublemaker, huh? The higher-ups seem to have reevaluated things after all this, though.
Graduating from H University is a big deal. If only he could apply that skill to his work.
Oh, yeah. He said something about you not going to university, right?
Actually, I didn't even finish high school. I'm definitely not what you called educated.
Oh, really? That actually makes me respect you.
Really? My mom was a single mom, and I was the eldest of 5 siblings. I had no choice but to get to work. Upon hearing that, Arimura-san's face turned solemn.
Mr. Takasugi, you've been through a lot.
No, I really haven't. In the end, I was adopted by this company, and I'm having fun.
Oh man, I think I might cry. Do you want a manju? I'll give you 2.
Thanks, I'll take them. I took the manjus from her, and we continued talking. In this moment, I had no idea that someone was watching us from the shadows.
Damn, what is this? I'm going through it, and he's just eating snacks.
He did this to himself, and yet, this guy was consistent.
It's all because that moron didn't try to cover for me in the first place.
It was one thing to be resentful, but he didn't feel responsible at all. A few days later, there was another incident.
Mr. Takasugi, it's bad.
What's wrong? You seem flustered.
One of our major clients said they haven't received their order.
Wait, really? Why?
There was an error when entering the desired delivery date.
Takasugi and I both told you to double check. Why didn't you?
I thought that was inefficient.
Him again.
It takes one thing like this to lose trust, you know? Can you take responsibility for it if they cut their contract?
The manager was really giving it to him. Even Akutsu looked down in shame. But if he were the type to take a step back without a fight, this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
But This isn't just my fault!
What?
We shouldn't be entering each order by hand anyway!
You little... You're trying to turn the blame around?
The manager was past anger. She was exasperated. The disaster didn't end here.
Ma'am, if the delivery doesn't come in by their seasonal campaign, they said they might consider switching companies.
Of course they will.
It's already quite delayed, so I think it'll be difficult to get it in on time.
Oh no, this is pretty bad.
I guess he finally realized the gravity of the situation. His face turned paler and paler. I couldn't stand still any longer. Ma'am, let's think about this.
Takasugi, do you have any ideas?
No, but it's possible to minimize the damage.
Okay, the previous representative for that company.
Was me. So, can you let me handle this? She seemed surprised for a moment, but nodded understandingly.
Okay, Akutsu, you go with Takasugi.
Yes, ma'am!
I'll go talk to the production department. Takasugi, I'm counting on you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get going. I turned around before I left the office. Akutsu was standing there, looking like he wanted to say something.
Takasugi-san, why are you doing all this?
Huh? What?
Because this is all my fault. So why are you...
So you know you're in the wrong. I'm kinda relieved to hear that. I smiled, and we headed to the client company.
So, what are you gonna do about it?
We sincerely apologize. If there were any losses due to the delay, we will respond according to the contract.
We get that, but our higher-ups are not gonna sit still.
Yes, we will provide an alternative item at a discounted price. We will also provide a special discount for your next order. Would you please consider continuing your contract with us? They thought for a while. I prayed they wouldn't refuse. Nervous sweat was dripping down my back. They slowly opened their mouth.
Okay, I'll talk to the higher-ups. But you better not mess up next time.
Yes, of course. We sincerely apologize for this.
I'm no villain. You've treated us well all this time.
Thank you. We look forward to your continued patronage. I let out a sigh of relief as I bowed. We avoided being cut off. We returned to the office. So now, we just have to work with production to deal with this. I was walking fast, thinking, when I turned around because I thought I heard something. There was Akutsu, looking like he had something to say.
Senpai, I'm really sorry. I was only thinking about myself.
It's okay. I wasn't planning on cleaning up after you at first.
Oof, of course not.
But I realized this. This guy's probably afraid of growing up.
What? What does that?
Akutsu seemed bewildered. I continued. You're scared of changing the person you've worked hard to become, right? In your case, you graduated from a big university, and people expect a lot. So, you're more scared than anyone of being rejected.
That's...
But, if you think about it, that just means you're less confident than others. You don't come out of your shell and just put up a front. That's why people don't see you. There is only one thing an adult should do for a child who's afraid of growing up. Open up more and lean on others. The people you can trust might be closer than you think.
Takasugi, senpai.
Upon hearing those words, tears fell from Akutsu's eyes. Problem solved for now. Was what I wanted to say, but Akutsu was called in some days later.
About what happened? Do you have anything to say for yourself? No, I don't. I see. I thought I would hear you out. Everything was my responsibility. I knew people expected a lot. I apologize. Do you know why we hired you in the first place? Because I graduated from H University? That might be a reason for a large company, or a group with ties to education. But, not us. What? You are 27, right? It's not like you went straight to H University. How many gap years? 5.
Yes, Akutsu went through higher education, but he was not privileged by any means.
That's what we saw. You chased after your goal without giving up.
Akutsu couldn't hide his surprise.
I didn't know that. So, now you know. Don't miscalculate your strengths. Reflect on the mistake you made this time. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. As long as you understand. As for your punishment this time around, after further discussion, we decided to move you to a subsidiary company. What? The warning after the social media fiasco. Time off. We had you all these things. But we didn't see any improvement in your attitude. And then this happened. Wait, so does that mean I'm being demoted? Not fired? Yes, be grateful for this company's grace. Also, that company is known for having a tough department head. I think you'll struggle, but we're looking forward to your work. I'm done. I'm leaving now. Yes, sir. Thank you.
He got sent off to quite the place, huh?
A few days later, the office was buzzing with the news. I mean, it makes sense. He did what he did.
I guess. But I do feel a little bit bad. I heard it's crazy there.
I felt that way too, but the company wasn't making decisions based on personal feelings. I figured they made the decision that made sense. After that, I heard that Akutsu completely changed his behavior.
My name is Yoichiro Akutsu, H University graduate. My strengths are my perseverance and proactiveness. Okay, you're gonna go make sales now. Don't come back until you've got to 100 places.
I'm sure it's tough, but I hope he can use something that he learned from us. If you stay humble, you can get second chances.
Man, that was quite the experience.
Yeah, I didn't think I would have to spend my time like this.
It worked out because it was you. If it were me, impossible.
You might be right.
No, you're not supposed to agree.
My very long but very short time as trainer came to an end. While I was driving, Arimura-san said this to me out of the blue.
It's been a while since we've gone on a sales run like this.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it's been kinda mess recently.
Yeah, I've been lonely, you know.
What? What are you saying?
Nothing.
She put on a mischievous smile like she always did.
Wait, are you feeling a bit flustered?
Hey, don't tease me. Jeez.
I'm not. You need rain to see a rainbow.
Exactly. Sometimes after a storm, you find the buds of romance. My name is Akira Sato. Currently, I'm on a date with my fiancée, Mana Ohara, at a department store. Oh, they're having a tableware fair. Let's go take a look.
Yeah, okay. Maybe something like this would be nice.
Yeah. I think it would look even more delicious if I put your home cooking on a plate like this. I'll never forget the shock I felt when I met Mana. That was 1.5 years ago now. Now I feel like I understand the feelings of a little match girl. I was so busy with work that I hadn't eaten much that day. I was walking through the shopping district, feeling dizzy and hungry. The sound of my stomach growling. It sounds like something is being grilled. Every time I hear the sound, I feel like I see a super thick steak or a hamburger. Maybe I'm done. An angel might come pick me up anytime.
Are you okay?
At that moment, a woman appeared in front of me, giving off a divine aura. Huh? An angel? Did you really come pick me up?
I'm not an angel, just a delicatessen shopkeeper. The shop is right there. You can also eat in, so if you'd like, would you like to eat something?
Those were truly a helping hand extended from heaven. I decided to visit her delicatessen shop. This is so delicious! It's completely different from the supermarket products I usually eat. Both boiled and fried foods are designed to be delicious even when they're cold. The tartar sauce isn't too rich, so I can eat as much as I want.
He's trying so hard to eat and comment on the food at the same time. He's kinda cute.
I can tell you're thinking about your customers well. Oh, sorry. Am I talking too much?
No? It's rare to receive feedback like this from a customer, so I'm very happy.
Her smile is the cutest. Was this person an angel after all? I fell in love with Mana at first sight and started going to her shop often. After a while, I finally ended up dating her. My relationship with her is going well, and we're planning to meet each other's parents before marriage soon. But
Oh, hey sis. Maybe that person is your boyfriend?
before the meeting, we happened to run into Mana's sister and her husband. I tried to introduce myself, but
Suzu. Yeah, that's right.
Mana's expression darkens. While I was confused, Mana's younger sister and her husband came closer to me.
Hey, I'm Suzu, Mana's younger sister. Are you gonna marry her?
Yes, nice to meet you. I'm Akira Sato, Mana's fiancé.
I'm Shigeru Sankan, Suzu's husband. Hello, brother-in-law. Huh? Oh, Mr. Sato.
Mr. Sankan. My excitement, which had been rising from my date with Mana, suddenly descended like a roller coaster. I knew him because the large company that Mr. Sankan works for is a client of the company I work for. We manufacture and sell chemical products.
Whoa, it's been a while since I last visited your company. As expected of a bottom-tier company. The employees have ordinary looks and don't seem to have the elite feeling that I do.
He always makes fun of my company just because it was a small business. Well, now, regarding this contract. Although I ignored it, meetings with him were always stressful.
Shigeru, you know him?
Oh, he's an employee of my company's supplier. Well, I'm sure you've never heard of them though. It's so tiny.
I see. It must be difficult for you to have to deal with bottom-level employees even though you're an elite.
It seems like they're alike. They stare at me with mocking eyes.
Well, I never expected your sister to marry a guy from a bottom-tier company. Suzu, is this okay? You should advise your sister not to marry such a bottom feeder.
She doesn't need any advice because it suits her. People who can't get into big companies probably have similar values.
Ah, I see. Even if they try to have an elite conversation like us, they wouldn't be able to do it. Maybe it's best for like-minded people to stick together.
The usual gentle Mana glares at them for their extremely rude behavior.
Suzu, Shigeru-san, enough! You can say anything about me, but not about him! Yeah. I guess you were offended. We're just telling the truth.
It's really pathetic that people at the bottom don't know what facts are.
When Sankan finishes saying whatever he wants, he glances at his watch.
Well, Suzu, it's almost time for the reservation at the restaurant.
We're about to have dinner. It's a high-class restaurant that can't be compared to your shop. You couldn't study well, so you tried your best to cook, but all your efforts were in vain. Because if you study and get into a big company, you can eat delicious food even if you can't cook.
That's exactly right. See you again when your families meet each other.
And with that, they left.
Akira?
Wanting to cheer her up, I gently pat her on the head and smiled at her. You're not at the bottom. Don't take what those idiots say seriously. Your cooking is the best in the world. I'm happy to be with you.
Thank you. I'm happy to be with you too.
Mana smiles. She seems to have gotten a little better.
I'm really sorry about them?
When we ended the date and went home, she started saying that. No, it's okay. I was just to let idiots like them talk and ignore them. But I was really irritated by their words towards you. Does your sister always make fun of you like that?
Yeah. Suzu has always had good grades, so she often looked down on me for not being good at studying. I don't know when or how, but at some point she started to think that it's okay to make fun of people who can't study. She got a job at a big company and is quite successful. So it seems she still thinks she's right. My parents warned her, but she didn't seem to take them seriously. After she started dating Shigeru, she became even worse.
I see. But you're a good cook and kind. You have so many good traits. You protected me just now, right? I think that's wonderful, and I love you for it.
Aw, thank you.
While we were talking, I received a call.
Oh, hey, Oni-chan.
It's my younger sister, Rie. She's always energetic, and her method of relieving stress is...
Let me cook a huge meal at your place. It's sudden and I'm sorry, but I've been having some unpleasant things lately. Please.
Oh, again? Yes, she cooks a lot of food to relieve stress. When she cooks, she feels free. When I told Mana about that, she readily agreed, so I gave my sister the go-ahead. What's with this huge amount of ingredients? Looking at the amount of luggage Rie was carrying, I regretted allowing her to come.
They were on sale at the supermarket. Oh, sorry to bother you. I'm sorry for intruding on your love nest.
You really are. Well, Mana said it was okay, so I forgive you.
Thank you, Oni-chan, Mana-chan. Well then, I'll borrow the kitchen.
With that, my sister disappeared into the kitchen.
It looks like she will be making quite a lot, so I think I'll help her.
Are you okay? You must be tired today.
I want to help exactly because I'm tired. I can also forget about bad things while I'm cooking.
Smiling, Mana also entered the kitchen. I thought I would help them too, but... It's a girls' party, so don't disturb us, they told me. So I was left alone waiting. Well, it looks delicious, but it's heck of a lot, hey? As expected, Mana and Rie's hard work turned out to be more than the three of them could stomach.
I got too absorbed in making it. But it was fun.
I'm really glad they enjoyed cooking, but who's gonna eat all of this?
Well, of course. It's you. You always eat up all of my home-cooked meals, right?
This is how it'll turn out after all. I can't help it. Yeah, let's do it. In this way, I ate all the food that they couldn't finish. So, why did you come to make such a huge meal today?
Well, actually, something happened at my job.
Dia works as a cleaner, but it seems like there's a female employee at the large company she works at who makes nasty comments, like poor and bottom feeder.
The other employees are nice, but it's just that person.
I see. There are people like that everywhere, huh?
Yeah. After all, when you go out into the outside world, you realize that there are so many kinds of people.
As we siblings were talking to each other, Mana said,
I'm jealous. If I had a younger sister with whom I could share the same values, I guess we would have been like you guys.
Mana. When I was wondering what to say to that, Dia suddenly stood up and ran to Mana's side.
It's okay. You and I are like sisters now. Let's talk a lot from now on. For example, you can teach me some cooking tips. Oh no, that's just me learning from you. Is there anything I can give you some advice? Hey-chan, thank you. I'm happy you feel that way.
Thanks to Rie, our bond grew deeper and deeper. And a few days later, the day has finally come for me and Mana to meet our families before we get married.
Hey Shigeru, what does this mean? Wasn't my sister's marriage partner a bottom-ranked employee? How can he make a reservation at such an expensive restaurant?
I don't know either. I've used this restaurant for entertainment before, but it's really high class. I don't understand. Why such a lowly guy?
Sorry to keep you waiting. This is your private room. Suzu, Shigeru-san, you're late. Sorry, what? Shigeru, that person!
Yeah, definitely. That person is...
As soon as the sunken couple saw my father's face, they froze in shock.
Sato-san's father was the president of Lovekoi Company?
Yes, my father is the president of Lovekoi Group, one of Japan's leading companies. He often appears on TV, so it seems like they recognized him. However, he's just my father. I personally have nothing to do with Lovekoi Group, and it's my father who's amazing, so I don't have much to say. Yes, it's true that my father is the president of Lovekoi Group, but what's the deal with that?
Well...
Huh? You will get tired if you keep standing there. Please take a seat.
Yes, sir. Well then.
Excuse us.
As soon as they found out about my father, they became depressed and took their seats shaking.
This is bad. Lovekoi Group is my company's largest client. Oh, Mr. Akira's company and my company are doing business. I was always impressed by Akira-san as a very talented employee. There are so many things I can learn from him.
I see. That's what it is. I sensed the reason for Mr. Sankan's obvious flattery, so I said, my current workplace has nothing to do with my father's company, so there's no need for flattery. As always, please say I'm a lowly employee at a lowly company.
Huh? There's no way I think that way.
Oh, and I think your company will soon receive an official complaint against the person in charge from our company. You were cursing at me as usual in our company's conference room, so what you said to me was heard by a lot of other employees. Thanks to that, you saved me from the trouble of reporting to my boss. A pathetic Sankan is dazed by my words. Then, Dia seemed to have something to say as well, and smiled at Mana's sister.
Sankan-san, you were Mana-san's younger sister, huh? I did not know. Huh? Oh, have we met before? Oh? Can't you tell if I'm not wearing my usual uniform and hat? Thank you for always giving me your feedback, saying I'm poor or bottom feeder when cleaning your company.
Apparently the female employee who was shouting abuse at Rie was Mana's younger sister.
It seems that my colleagues also received your valuable opinions. So our company must also report what happened to your company.
You guys, what the hell? I'm terribly sorry about what they did.
I'm really sorry for causing trouble not only to Akira but also to Rie-chan. We sincerely apologize for this rudeness. Hey, you guys, bow your heads too.
Well, I had no idea he was President Sato's son, so...
Yeah, it was a misunderstanding. All the cleaners wear the same uniform, so I mistook her for someone else.
Enough! They were basically saying we feel sorry only because you're President Sato's son. I had been holding back until now, but I finally got emotional and started yelling. There's no top or bottom in any profession, and it's not okay to tell anyone that they're a bottom feeder, right? Moreover, you guys also look down on Mana a lot. It's wrong to look down on me or my sister, but it's okay to look down on Mana or anyone else? Seriously? I don't know if they genuinely regretted it, or if they just got overwhelmed by my energy, but they apologized to us.
I am terribly sorry.
I'm sorry.
For a while, A heavy silence filled the private room we were in.
Well, I also have a lot of things I wanna say, but let's leave that for now and enjoy the meal. This is a great dish. Let's enjoy it while it's still fresh and warm. Is that okay, Akira, Rie?
We nodded at my father's words, then bowed our heads. Yes, we apologize for causing a scene.
I also apologize for making the atmosphere bad.
Dinner has since resumed, but the heavy atmosphere remains the same. It was once again my father who initiated to change the atmosphere.
Rie too, but Akira works at a company unrelated to Lovekoi Group. I could give them good positions as long as they wanted, but they both told me that they didn't want to be spoiled. I can't be proud of them enough for their decisions.
Yes, neither my sister nor I joined the Lovekoi Group, but instead got a job at our current companies. Until I entered the workforce, I was often treated as the president's son. I thought that the experience of not being treated like that would be important for my future life.
I'm afraid to say things like this in front of you, Mr. and Miss Ohara. Akira was angry not only at the disrespect toward himself, but at the way others were looked down upon. I'm proud of the way my son has grown. Thank you very much, Mana-san, for wanting to live with Akira. Thank you for your continued support of my son. If Akira causes you any trouble, please feel free to tell me. I will scold him with you too.
Wait, Dad?
No, I am always being helped by Akira. Akira is a wonderful person. So I will do my best to always share happy moments with him. Thank you very much for your continued support.
I feel so happy to be with Mana. I hope she knows how much I feel that way. And so the meeting between our families came to an end. As for the sunken couple after that, the husband received a complaint from my company and was fired. By the way, it appears that he had previously been disciplined for enraging another small business partner.
Please, don't fire me!
Even though I warned you repeatedly, you didn't change your attitude. It's your own fault.
Even though he was once given a severe punishment, he repeated the same thing again. Mana's younger sister also received a complaint about her verbal abuse. She was rumored to be a malicious complainer by her coworkers, and she couldn't stand it anymore, so she quit.
It burnt again! Even my sister can easily make it, so why can't I?
After that, perhaps because of their difficult personalities, they were unable to find new jobs, so they made ends meet through part-time work. Apparently, they tried cooking for themselves to save money, but it turned out to be disastrous. As for Mana and I, we got married and are still living a happy life together.
You've also become a good cook now.
That's thanks to you teaching me, but I still haven't reached your level.
Well, it's a problem even you reached so easily. Because I'd be sad if you became a good cook and stopped eating my cooking.
I can guarantee that you will never see a day like that. There will never be a moment in my life when I don't want to eat your cooking.
Thank you.
No people in this world are the same. We all have different choices and lifestyles, so we all take different paths. So the fact that someone is not the same as you is never a reason to look down on them. I wish for the world to be one where everyone is considerate and accepting of others.
Shinji's so gloomy, you nerd! You can't become a doctor!
It's scary how you always stay indoors. You're a ghost! A ghost!
I hate the countryside. They only have one class at elementary school, so I don't have a place to belong.
Hey, I heard his mom is sick! The greengrocer said so!
I hate the countryside. Rumors about the neighborhood quickly spread and become the subject of harassment. For me, my hometown is like an old wound. Only bad memories come back to me whenever I remember it. So when my mom decided to move to the city for treatment, I was so happy. And when she recovered from her illness and decided to return to her hometown, I, a high school student, remained in Tokyo. I didn't want to go back. Just like that, I became an adult. My name is Shinji Izumo. I'm 23. It's been over 10 years already. Brings back memories. Looking at the scenery of Shimane Prefecture from the window of a train. My parents' house is about an hour drive from the nearest station.
I see. To clear up the past, maybe you should go back there once.
One day, I got a call from my mom. The local population has decreased, young people have disappeared, and the town has become deserted. She didn't ask me to come back. However, she was worried about the fate of her hometown.
A hometown where you have only unpleasant memories. But for your mother, her hometown is important. What's bothering you is the difference in perception between you and your mother about your hometown, right? Then the answer is simple. You should actually go see it. Isn't it a good opportunity? I also visit Shimane often. Besides, didn't you come to learn from me because you have some regrets about your hometown?
The professor's words encouraged me, and I was asked to do some work too, so I ended up going on a business trip to my hometown. The sky is wide. A countryside with no tall buildings. The scenery of this town, which I didn't notice when I was a kid, is so beautiful. No! I just became too used to the hustle and bustle of the city. Why am I so moved?
Are you maybe Shinji?
At that time, a man's voice called out from behind.
That face, that's definitely the gloomy, nerdy Shinji-kun after all. So nostalgic.
Oh, it's true! What is it? Did you fail in Tokyo and come back?
When I turned around, I saw Shoshin Kuromatsu and Matsue Hamada, who had grown up. I didn't miss you guys. Long time no see. You haven't changed. Maybe the two of you are dating?
We've been married for a long time. So a nerdy guy like you don't even have a girlfriend?
I hesitated whether I should say congratulations or not.
Hey, what kind of work did you do in Tokyo? Did you go up the sky tree?
However, it seems that Matsue's curiosity got the best of her. She's asking me a question with sparkling eyes. Well, I belong to a university in Tokyo, and I do a lot of things. Research on Japanese culture and...
Are you still a student? Maybe you're repeating a year? I've been working since I was 18.
How can I get through this? As I was thinking about this, a new voice came to me.
Shinji! You must be Shinji, hey!
A woman with a smile like the sun. She's Yoshika Kanuashi. I spent a lot of time with her when we were young.
Long time no see! My dad is longing to meet you. Hey, let's go! See you later, Shoshin-kun!
Okay.
Before we could exchange greetings, Yoshika tugged on my arm.
That bastard! Why is he so friendly with Yoshka? Even though he's an outsider steeped in Tokyo.
Hey, wait! And it was only after Shoshin and Matsue were out of sight that she let go of my arm. Well, you helped me out, right? Thank you.
It's okay. I just came because I wanted to meet you. Oh, come over to my house while you're at it.
Sure. I only exchanged New Year's cards with her, Yoshka. She's become so beautiful. I've always thought she was cute since we were in elementary school. But this is awkward.
Oh my, are you Shinji-chan? You were quiet, but you've grown so much. Ah, these are freshly harvested vegetables. Take them, this too.
Oh my, is it Shinji? Whoa, you're completely a Tokyoist. Ha ha ha, take this.
Thank you. Wait, I'm gonna get crashed. Even though it's been over 10 years, All the residents are happy to welcome me. It warms my heart.
Oh, it's been a while, Shinji. Well, I can easily recognize that clever face of yours.
When I arrived at Yoshka's house, we were greeted by her father, Suwano Kanoashi. A long time no see. You don't seem to have changed either.
Ha ha ha, don't be so polite. Yoshka has been waiting anxiously for the day you would come.
Oh, stop it. Don't mention it.
Yoshka's face turns red and she gets angry. I feel like she was talking like this 12 years ago as well. How nostalgic. Oh, I had forgotten the memories of when I was playing with Yoshka. The day I was scolded by Tsuwano-san, the president of Sake Brewery Co. That day, we snuck into the Sake Brewery without permission and got scolded. I also got punched. Because it looked cooler inside the brewery. Yoshka also said that she wanted to make sake like you.
No, you idiots! No meal for you today!
Come to think of it, how is your sake brewery now? How are all the craftsmen doing? Tsuwano then stopped sipping his coffee and wrinkled his brow.
All craftsmen are old now. Brewing sake in wooden barrels takes time and effort. The young people are increasingly moving to the cities. That's why I decided to end the sake brewery with my generation.
Oh, what? Oh, what? I was shaken by the unexpected answer and shook the cup I was holding. The coffee that flew out landed on my hand.
Hey, about that. I really want to take over the brewery after all. Hey, is it really no good?
No, women are not allowed in sake breweries. This is a rule that has been passed down from generation to generation.
Yoshka has a bitter expression on her face. Judging by the situation, this must have happened many times. The idea of impurity of blood from Buddhism. Or perhaps the arrangement was originally made considering how dangerous the work is. It is said that the idea of not allowing women to work in sake breweries dates back to the Edo period, but in modern times, it shouldn't matter.
If you can't protect the traditional itself just to preserve the customs from the past, then there's no point.
Quiet! I won't let you, a woman, inherit it. The sake brewery will end with me.
Dad, you're an idiot!
Yoshka sheds tears as her father yells and runs out of her room. Yoshka! Tsuwano-san, that was too much!
It's alright, she's stubborn. Leave her alone.
Of course, there was no way I could leave her alone, so I bowed to Tsuwano-san and immediately followed Yoshka.
Sorry. I showed you my embarrassing side.
I sat down next to her, who was crouched on the bank, and handed her a handkerchief. Yoshka's eyes are red.
Dad is always like that. I'm sure it's because of my mom.
Mom, you've been living only with Tsuwano-san for a long time.
Yeah, my mom left us. She started to hate this town. My dad tells me to leave the town too, but I pleaded him to let me work as an admin clerk for his company. Hey, is the reason you didn't return because you hate this town? Is this town really that bad?
Her question leaves me at a loss for words. At that time, I was tired of the closed environment. I was certainly very happy when I first went to Tokyo. But now that I came back, I don't know anymore. I thought this town was inconvenient, there was nothing, but the people are kind, the sky is beautiful, and the smell of the trees is soothing. I enjoyed the time I spent with Yoshka. I wonder why I forgot. It was such a precious memory. I can't help but wonder. I didn't know anything about this town. I just got back, and I don't think it's a bad place at all. So, I want to know this town more. You like it too, right? This town. Yoshka nods. Then, she looks up at me as if she had an idea.
If you decide to stay in this town, then how about you become my husband and inherit the sake brewery?
What? I let out a stupid voice at the unexpected suggestion. That's actually a marriage proposal.
Joke! It's a joke! And you're busy with your research, right? Sorry for saying something weird.
Yoshka's face turned bright red, and my heart fluttered. I take a deep breath. Okay, it's okay now. But you don't just want to protect Tsuwano-san's sake brewery. You probably want to make sake, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's probably why she still argues with her father and can't give up. What to do? I was wondering how I could comfort Yoshka, and I thought of something. Oh yeah, my research! I've been asked by my prof to help revitalize this town. And the festival will be held this weekend. That's part of the project. We made the scale of it bigger.
Oh, I did hear from Uncle Etsu that people from the city have been coming here recently and doing various activities. But my father said there's no point. He doesn't like it when outsiders interfere.
Yeah, Professor Miura did say that it was very difficult to convince the people here. That's why we, the young people, have to work hard. Let's do it together! Besides, it'll definitely be a good opportunity. And the day before the festival, after I finished my work, I went to visit the company that my prof works with.
I had no idea that you knew the professor. Is town revitalization your proposal?
No, it's part of my prof's activities. I only help out during the festival period. This is the largest wood processing company in town. Originally, they used to make wooden barrels for brewing sake.
Well, this meeting is just to confirm the specialties that will be released soon, so let's get this over with quickly.
For some reason, my prof has been interested in this town and has been making preparations to revitalize it. The festival is the first step.
When you turn right at the end of the road, you'll find the restroom. Oh, Kurumatsu! Izumo-kun! Kurumatsu is a craftsman here.
As I walk down the aisle, I run into Shoshin. Oh, so he was working here, huh?
Huh? What does he want? Maybe he wants to work here and is having a tour of the company?
No. You see, he's here for Dr. Miura, who does business with us. Izumo-kun is a research fellow working with him.
A research fellow? Huh? You're kidding!
I'm a graduate student as well as a research fellow. I conduct research using funds from the Japan Society for the Promotion of Science. It is a title that only outstanding researchers can obtain, and I was lucky enough to be accepted.
Apparently, he had to give a lecture in the city today. He just came back.
Hey, please stop! Don't spread my story like that. It's embarrassing.
What the? So this guy is recognized in Tokyo, and even came here on a special mission. He's excellent? Shit! Are you telling me that he lives in a different world from me?
And in the evening, Shoshin was going to the festival venue alone. The venue is a paddy field filled with water before the rice is planted.
Damn, I'll just scatter stones, wood, or anything else here. Such a festival involving outsiders should disappear.
Just as he was about to throw the scraps of wood he had loaded onto his truck, someone stuck out of their head from the tent. Oh, I got absorbed in my work. Oh my, I'm in trouble. Hey, you there. There's something more fun than that. Wanna come? And on the day of the festival, the venue was filled with so many people you wouldn't expect from this small town. What is happening? So many people.
Yeah, I heard that they did advertise the festival, but I can't believe so many people came.
The professor used various tricks to call people. A lot of university students came too. He said that the town revitalization activities were organized as an educational program for students. In other words, the management of this festival itself is part of the class for his students. But Miura-sensei, you overdid it. And the festival, commonly known as the Doronko Festival, began with a greeting from the town mayor. The content of the festival is simple. You go into mud in the rice field and go wild. There are many events such as treasure hunts, catching fish barehand, and tug of war. Up until now, it was an event for children to have fun, but this time, it has become a festival for adults too.
Whoa!
Grandpa,
You're so muddy!
This might not come off even if I wash it.
There's a child's handprint on your pack.
Huh? Seriously? I didn't notice. The event is coming to an end. Then, a familiar voice comes from the loudspeaker. Professor Miura himself appears.
This is the finale. We will be holding Muddy Sumo. There will be a prize for the winner.
Whoa, Miura-sensei is so excited. Sumo? I guess I should join in too.
Before that, we will hold an exhibition match. If you're cold, come out.
Huh? Exhibition match? It wasn't in the plan, was it? Did it suddenly change?
First up is Shoshin Kuromatsu-kun, a young craftsman at a wood processing company. And against him is a young researcher from this town, Shinji Izuma-kun. Please come out.
Huh? Huh? What did that bastard prof say? However, I was immediately met with excitement from the participants. There is no way I can refuse now.
Heh, so you're here, you gloomy outsider?
What is this? Why me and you? Shoshin was already waiting in the ring. Judging from his expression, he seems serious.
Last night, I was forced to do this because that damn professor told me to. I'll embarrass you in front of the public. I guess that would be much more refreshing. I won't lose to you, skinny city boy.
In other words, the person who orchestrated this messed up situation was Prof. Miura.
Get ready.
Whoa! Shoshin grabs me. Then, cheers arose. The battle has started.
Show your guts, Shoshin.
Shinji beat him!
My parents and Yoshka were also in the crowd. I can't lose in a place like this.
Again? Is Yoshka cheering for you? Even when I asked her out, she said that she loved you.
Huh?
You left this town, but you were recognized in Tokyo, and you're now successful. And now you're back. Compared to that, what am I? I became a craftsman in a sad rural town like this, and got married because my parents told me to. What the heck? Why are you and I so different? You're so annoying!
Shoshin expresses his emotions directly. I guess he really means it. Is that all you want to say? I grab him back too. Shoshin was stunned for a moment. When we were kids, you harassed me a lot. And now you're begging for things you don't have and taking out on me? Stop messing around. I studied hard because I wanted to cure my mom's illness. I became a researcher because I wanted to live up to my parents. I am who I am today because of the choices I've made. You were just too timid to make your own choices.
Huh? You left here just because of family reasons. Stop trying to act cool.
Shut up, chicken!
I
I used the momentum to throw Shoshin away. At the same time, loud cheers filled the venue. You have a great job of passing down the traditional wood processing techniques. And take good care of your wife. It's a game. At the same time, people started coming on the ring with great excitement. Suwano-san looks at the lively atmosphere of the venue with a dazzling look on his face.
Please excuse me, Tsuwano Kanuashi-san. My name's Jun Miura, and I'm a university professor. I'm also the organizer of this festival. I heard from my subordinates. You're not an associate professor. Then, despite your looks, you're still around 40 or so? I'm actually turning 30 this year. I was told that I was the youngest professor in Japan, but I just got lucky.
For a moment, Tsuwano-san was stunned, but he quickly tried to act cool.
I'm doing town revitalization, and that's part of my research on folklore studies. The purpose is to study and preserve culture. Therefore, your sake brewery using wooden barrels. I understand how wonderful that is. Nowadays, it is often made in metal tanks. It would be a shame to lose that technique. But most of the young people have already left this town, and the population is rapidly aging. If I grant my daughter's wishes, we, the old folks, will keep her bound to a land that is becoming obsolete, and we will put her a lot of burden. I can't do that. This excitement in front of us is only a one-time event too. By the next day, everything will be completely gone. As my ex-wife said, it's foolish to stay in a place with no future.
That's not true! I believe this town has a future!
Yoshka stands in front of her father and declares this. It was the powerful voice ever.
Dad, I want to do it. Let's bring back the vibrancy of this town with our sake. Then we would gather a lot of people and make this town lively as it is today. That's my dream.
Tsuwano-san was worried about his daughter's future. However, Yoshka did not feel anxious. Tsuwano-san opens his eyes and nods slowly.
Eliminate bad customs and pass on good traditions. I see. Tradition is all about human heart, huh?
Miura-sensei smiled and left the father and daughter. I guess he thought everything was okay now. Then, Professor easily threw me and Shoshin away, who were still wrestling, and the festival ended. Afterwards, Shoshin and I ended up getting covered in mud, and we reconciled. I don't care about anything now. I won too, so it's all good. Shoshin apologized with Matsue about what they did to me in elementary school, and I forgave them. It seems that their relationship has improved ever since the festival. By the way, Tsuwano-san changed his mind and decided to hand over the sake brewery to Yoshika. Yoshika spends her days training as a craftswoman. She says that she would eventually gather younger friends to work with her.
Phew! Japanese sake brewed in wooden barrels by the Kanawashi family. I heard rumors that there was no air, so I was worried.
1 year after that, I was at Prof. Miura's home drinking sake. What was the real purpose of revitalizing my hometown?
Huh? Well, Kanawashi family sake is my wife and my brother-in-law's favorite sake. It would be a problem if it disappeared. Tsuwano-san was looking at the future of the town and thought his sake would go down the same path. I guess that's why he had lost confidence. Well, it was a win-win for us and Tsuwano-san, right?
So, the reason you told me to go back to my hometown was...
Huh? Oh yeah, come to think of it, your favorite lady is Tsuwano-san's daughter, isn't it? Just a coincidence.
What a sly guy! So you've got me dancing like a puppet on strings!
It's true that I was worried about you. It's better to make everyone happy, right? Rather than chasing 2 rabbits, just go for the entire herd. My brother-in-law, Ayado-san, taught me that.
Dr. Miura winks. What a crazy guy.
Well, you're going to take the early Shinkansen tomorrow, right? You're moving to Shimane Prefecture. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of research you will do.
Well, I'll be at a private research institute. Well then, thank you for your guidance so far. Let's meet again in my hometown. I decided to leave Tokyo and live in my hometown. My hometown, where I thought I only had horrible memories. But now that I've become an adult, things are different. Maybe I like my hometown. At least I think I'll start liking it from now on.
Shinji, welcome back.
Oh, I'm back, Yoshka. A blue sky, shining green trees. I can smell grass and earth in the air passing by. This kind of world feels very comfortable to me now.
Haruto, sashimi assortment and beer, please.
Got it. Please wait a moment. My name is Haruto Tsukishima. I'm 27 and work at Koifute, a family-run pub that has been running since my parents' generation. Although we are a small restaurant, we are friendly, confident in our taste, and are well loved by the locals.
An-chan, you're so cute today too.
Gen-san, don't hit on our waitress! And this girl is Ann Yuzuki. She's very popular with her regulars because of her good looks and bright personality. She's my childhood friend who is 4 years younger than me, and many customers come just for her.
Oh, Gen-san, you have the nerve to ignore me and mess only with An-chan?
Oh, Mrs. Tsukishima, it's a misunderstanding. Of course, the most beautiful one is...
Who is the most beautiful?
Oh, it's you, Mrs. Tsukishima.
He's totally forced to say it.
Haruto, can I have a moment?
What happened?
I just received a call asking for delivery, but none of the Mubu delivery person is available.
Ah, then I'll go.
Thanks, I'll handle the pub, so please deliver quickly.
Recently, we have started delivery services. Sometimes, like today, we don't have enough people, and I get asked to help out. It's here. It's kinda amazing. Hi, I'm from Koifute. Delivery for you.
Hey, thanks for your manual labor.
Thank you very much. This is the bento you ordered.
It's nice to have cheap junk food like this once in a while. Well then, thanks.
What was with that guy? I mean, it's not junk food. Well, I often deal with bad customers like this. Still, I like this job and find it rewarding. And one day...
Haruto-kun, we have to go deposit the sale proceeds into the bank. But I'm a little afraid to go out. Can you please do it for me?
Huh? I don't mind at all, but you're afraid to go out? What's wrong?
Look, I'm working in the entertainment industry, right? I'm glad that I've been getting more work lately, but... some fans are a bit persistent.
Actually, Anne is a new actress and belongs to a relatively large agency. She also works at our pub as a side job, but it seems like she's got a troublesome fan.
I don't think they have found out that I work here yet, but I'm worried if they do.
Are you okay? My dad and I can drop you off home as much as possible.
Thanks. Sorry about this, Haruto-kun.
Don't worry about it. You're like family to us, so you don't have to worry about that.
Haruto-kun, you're so kind.
Well, you're a childhood friend of mine. You're like a younger sister to me.
Sister, huh? I see.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, it's nothing.
Well, if you have anything, let me know anytime, okay? When I smiled, Anne also smiled kindly. A few days after that, 50 bentos? That's way too many. And they suddenly asked us to make them.
Oh, are you from Koifute? That is conference room A, so please go there.
A large order suddenly came in at lunchtime, so I hurriedly prepared and came to deliver. Apparently, there was an urgent meeting, so we were told to prepare it quickly.
Oh, here they come. They really came.
This guy, from that time. This is the guy who called our food junk food. He snorts and looks down on me again.
Hey everyone, it's my treat, so eat as much as you want.
Which store is this bento from? I wanted a luxury yakiniku bento.
Maybe there's some fish in there. Then I don't want it.
Don't say that. Let's enjoy the taste of common people once in a while.
Ryuichi, you're a YTuber, so you should eat better food.
Apparently he was a fairly famous video streamer. Well, I don't know him though. I was about to return to the store after completing the delivery, and...
Hey bro, what's fun about working so hard every day? Huh? The pay must be low, right? I can't even imagine spending my life working such a trivial job.
This guy... I almost clenched my fist, but I was able to bear it.
Well, the taste seems to be pretty good for the price, so I'll continue to order in the future.
Oh, I said you should eat better food.
Is that so? Thank you. Well then.
Huh? What the heck? Talk to me more. How boring.
Amid the insulting laughter, I quickly left the scene. Damn it. Don't order from us ever again! What's wrong with them? Saying whatever they want. Even if I try to forget, it's difficult to forget it immediately. I tried to switch my mind, but I was still irritated. Oh no! Forget it! Focus!
Haruto-kun, maybe something happened? You look scary.
I was surprised when Anne pointed out to me. My face was tense and twitching.
That's terrible. They're so rude.
After that, everyone at the store was worried about me, so I confessed what happened earlier. That was the topic of conversation right now.
Well, there's no point in saying anything back to people like that. Forget it. If it were me, I would say back on the spot, "You're so mature."
I wanted to do that too, but I thought it would cause trouble to the store, so... But after a while, the atmosphere of the store returned to normal. Just when I was grateful for everyone's kindness, an incident suddenly occurred. What? 100 servings?
Yeah, I'll use it for my next video on a food challenge. Like, eat 100 servings of izakaya bento in one night, you know?
That would be difficult. There's a limit to the amount of ingredients available at the store.
If I order now, you'll make it in time, right? It's not like I'm suddenly ordering this time.
At a family-run store like ours, there's a limit to the amount we can make at a time, so I wanted to decline the offer. But he was persistent, and my dad noticed that and nodded to me. Got it. We'll do it. If you cancel on the day, you'll be charged a 100% cancellation fee. And if you cancel the day before, 50%. Is that good?
Yeah, alright.
So this time, we decided to accept the request. On the day, we were busy preparing the bentos from early morning.
Hey, work on this one first.
Yes, I know.
I'll help too.
Thank you for calling Koifute. Huh? Cancel the bento?
What?
Well, after a careful thought, I realized it was impossible after all. I mean, I'm a light eater.
You can't do that. It's almost done. If you could at least contact us a little sooner.
That's not my business. You do something about it.
I couldn't stand it this time. Stop messing around. We're doing this for business. We can't accept that.
Huh? You're also responsible for accepting this deal, right? What are you so mad about?
I'm saying that it's way too unreasonable. As I told you in advance, you'll be charged a cancellation fee, okay?
What? I won't pay that, you idiot.
And he hung up on me. Damn him! I'ma go to his office and beat him up.
Calm down, Haruto-kun. We have to prepare to open the pub.
That's right. It's frustrating, but we just have to sell the bentos at a discount.
But we can't just back down like this. Our lives depend on this business.
I know, but bear with it for now. If we make a fuss and make things worse now, it will only cause more trouble.
It's true that even if we were to sue him, it will take time and money.
Tsukishima-san, it turned out just as I had feared. Are you okay? Oh, kid-san, I'm sorry for worrying you. The employees at my company love the bentos here, so I'll buy about 50 servings.
When I asked, my dad was worried that this would happen. It seems that he had spoken to Gen-san in advance. In this way, with the help of our regulars, we managed to sell all the bentos. Thanks to that, this incident did not become a serious issue. And a month later, I was returning to the store after finishing my delivery.
Oh.
Hi. There was that man. Apparently, his name is Takamine, so we filed a report to the police about that incident. Immediately thereafter, he was found to have obstructed business operations and was referred to prosecutors. So he came to talk to us about that.
So, how much do you want?
Apparently, he's willing to pay compensation, but his attitude is terrible. This guy has no regrets at all.
I've said it many times, but it's not about money. It really troubles us when you do things like that.
In the end, it all comes down to money, right? He also said there will be a cancellation fee. So, how much should I pay?
He seems to just want to pay the money and end the conversation. About an hour had passed, with the discussion not making any progress.
Good morning.
An-chan? Why are you here?
The guy's expression changes as soon as he sees Anne. I thought they were acquaintances, but apparently it wasn't like that.
What's that reaction? It's me! I'm Ryuichi, your biggest fan! I message you every day, you know?
Huh? Maybe you are...
See? You know me after all! I'm so happy that you recognize me!
The man approaches Anne in a friendly manner, but Anne clearly feels disgusted. When I saw that, I instantly remembered what Anne said about a troublesome fan. I'm sorry, but she's an important employee of ours, so please stop.
Huh? An-chan works here?
No, we're talking about the bento incident, right?
Huh? So this is the guy who did that.
I guess she didn't think it was the same guy, and the conversation became more intertwined.
An-chan, I'm a pretty famous YTuber. Let's collaborate next time.
I said please talk about such things at a later date. I try to get back on the topic, but the man doesn't listen to me at all, and...
Shut up! You poor guy who only works at a crappy shop like this shouldn't tell me what to do.
Ugh. The moment she heard those words, I felt that the look in Anne's eyes changed. And the next moment...
Stop messing around! I won't allow anyone to make fun of my benefactor, the Tsukishima family.
An-chan.
To me, this store is more than just an izakaya. They're like my family.
There are tears in Anne's eyes. When Anne was in high school, her father passed away due to illness. Even her graduation from high school was in jeopardy, and my parents provided her daily meals and a job to earn a living.
An-chan, would you like to work at our place?
You wouldn't have to worry about buying food if you work for us, so why not?
Aw, thank you.
She was then scouted by an agency afterwards and became an actress.
Without the Tsukishima family, without this izakaya, I would not have been where I am today. But you!
Sorry, I had no idea it was like that. I just wanted to be friends with you.
Do you think I can accept such a reason now? Do you even have any idea how much trouble you've caused them?
I'm sorry. And that's why I'm here today.
I don't want to hear such a blatant lie. Moreover, you even insulted Haruto-kun.
Saying that, Anne stepped forward as if to protect me.
Haruto-kun is my first love, and I still love him to this day.
What?
I can't forgive you for insulting him.
This guy is An-chan's first love.
The moment he heard that, he became pale. And then my father, who had been watching silently, smiled kindly at An.
An-chan, thank you for thinking so much about the store and my son.
Uncle.
I knew this would happen. Still, do you know why I accepted your order?
Huh?
Then my father's eyes became sharper, and he declared to the man,
For the sake of my son who will inherit the store and the regulars. Before I retire, I wanted to reduce the number of troublesome customers like you. It's not just my store. Other restaurants are also operating with the desire to please their customers. Still, if there are heartless people like you, it becomes hard to run a business. Reconsider the seriousness of the matter, and don't bother us ever again. You understand?
When I heard my father's story for the first time, my eyes became moist. He's cooler than any man I know. Then, he once again demanded a compensation from the man, who was completely depressed now. He calmly completed the procedure.
I'm terribly sorry.
Then, after a while, Takamine disappeared. His account was deleted too, and he stopped being a YTuber.
What am I gonna do now? We will be unemployed from tomorrow.
After receiving a report from An, her agency filed a complaint with YTube. And Takamine's actions were considered to be in violation of their guidelines, and his account was permanently suspended. This is what happens when you become arrogant due to temporary success. You reap what you sow. Well, I'm sure he won't get involved with us anymore. I guess the matter is settled.
Yeah, it's been really hectic lately, but I'm glad it's over now.
Since then, Anne's work as an actress has steadily increased, and she is now often seen on TV. I'm happy to be able to work with Anne still, but I'm a little sad knowing that someday she will stop working here. You know, about your confession the other day.
That? I just said it without thinking, and, just don't worry about it.
No, I've been thinking about it for a while too, so I wanted to say this to you properly.
Huh?
I take a deep breath, looking into her eyes. When I was a kid, I thought you were like my sister, but I've actually liked you for quite some time.
Oh, what? Really? Like, really?
Yeah, I'll continue to be your #1 fan, and I will protect the store with great care, so that you can visit us anytime you want.
Yeah! Let's stay together forever. It's a promise.
The most important thing is not what kind of work you do, but who you protect through it. As long as you don't lose sight of that, you will be able to live a happy life.